Let's talk a bit about what we have available through Python with LiveGroups. If you're using a Nuke version before 11.3, this will be a different experience because all of these actions are now controlled with the API, and the old callbacks were actually on the LiveGroup node itself. So those have been removed and replaced. So the new functions are listed here. First one is we can go ahead and make it editable. It used to be called make local previously to 11.3. We can check to see if a live group is published, and we can return a boolean on that. We can also check to see if the node is locked, returning a boolean, as well as modified, again returning a boolean. We can also apply and revert overrides through Python, so we can do applying on a knob, reverting knob basis as well. And a couple of more additional things that maybe you'll find useful is the ability to remove callbacks through event ID, and as well as clearing the callbacks. So now let's go ahead and put one of these into practice. We'll just try this live groups modified. So what we're going to do here is we have our script editor open, and what we want to have a look at is if one of these live groups has been modified. So that's what we'll do. And if it is, we'll tell the node to change one color, and if it's not, we'll tell it to change it to another color. So what we'll do for this is just to make sure we modify some of these. So I'm going to make it editable, jump inside of here and just move something around. That's fine. So now we have the asterisk there, and I'll do the same thing with this one. So I'll just go ahead inside of here. I'll make this editable and then move something around here. So now we have the asterisks on both. We can begin getting our scripts going here. All right, so let's begin writing out our script. Now we're going to be doing this by the selected node and check if that selected node is modified. So we'll call our object that we have selected n. So we'll be nuke.selected node, and we'll bracket that up. And then from there, this is where we're going to use that callback. So result of this, and we're talking about our n object, and we want to use that modified. We want to check if it's modified, and let's spell modified right to make sure that we get this. There we go. And let's see, and if it is modified, so if the result of that is true, well then we're going to tell it to do something, and what we're going to do is change the color of it, right? So we have our n knob, and we're going to use the tile color. So we'll go ahead and use the tile color. And we want to set the value of this tile color. So let's go ahead and set the value. And we'll give it a value in a minute. Let's just go ahead and copy this out. And if it is not modified or any other situation, then let's go ahead and give it a different color. So I have a couple of hex colors that I have saved. I'm just going to go ahead and paste them in here. And then let's go ahead and try and run the script. So you have to excuse me, my Python knowledge isn't extensive, so hopefully this all makes sense when we go ahead and it actually works when we run it. So essentially what we're going to be doing is if we have a node selected, we want to check to see if that live group has been modified to the live group callback. And if it has been, we want to change the tile color, so the node color here, to yellow. And if it's anything else, if it hasn't, then we want to change it to blue. So let's go ahead and run the script. And all right, it works. So there we go. It is now yellow. So let's just copy that. And we'll try it out through the rest of them. So let's go ahead and paste, and we're just going to run that. And so we have that one is blue. It has not been modified, and let's paste it in there and run that as well. And this one should turn yellow. Okay, so now we can see which ones very clearly have been modified, which ones have not only by the icon, but we've changed the entire color. Now, I'm using this for a simple example. We're changing the tile colors, but you could be stringing in a whole bunch of commands if necessary. So there's a lot to explore using the Python and LiveGroups.